Today we're going to go ahead and create the interface for our single target offensive spell, so our lightning bolt type spell. And let's just go ahead and just call it bolt. So we're going to go create a C# script, and I'm just going to call it IBolt. This one's going to be even shorter than the last one. So we'll go ahead, open it up, and we'll just replace everything that's in there. And we're calling it IBolt. It's going to implement spell or iSpell. And we'll start off for the damage. The max damage you could do. I'm just deciding if I wanted to have it be a float or not. I think I will. So float. And just keep the same naming convention. We have max buff value, so max damage value. And get set. Then of course float. Damage variance. And for this one, we're also going to need a range. And again, I'm going to make it a float. And not a capital. And that about wraps it up for Bolt. So let's go on and move on to our AoE type spell. Now, the last time we went ahead and made our IBolt interface. And today we're going to go ahead and create the interface for our AoE spells. And I'm just going to call it, well, AoE, I guess. Of course, prefixed with the I to show that it is an interface. And let's go ahead and open this up. And there's one thing I want to change here in our IBolt skill, or sorry, the IBolt interface. I want to change this method from range to spell range. Simply because for the AoE, I'm also going to have another range. And that's going to be for the AoE range. So basically, I have my target, I throw my spell on him, it hits him, and everything around him, maybe 5 meters, 6 meters, whatever the range is for that particular AoE. But let's go ahead and get rid of all this. So we'll create the interface, IAoE. And this time we're actually going to implement IBolt. Let me just take a quick look here to make sure. Yes, it's going to have a max damage, it's going to have a damage variance, and it's also going to have a spell range. Yep. So the things we're going to be adding to it this time will be an int. And let's say we'll call it max targets. We'll want another one that's a float, and we're going to call it AoE range, not rants. And I'm going to go ahead and actually set one for AoE damage as well, just in case you want to have, let's say the main target takes, like a lot of damage, and the secondary targets, the targets around it, take less damage. I'm going to go ahead and actually create some properties for that as well. So float, and I'm just going to call it AoE damage. And we'll make it a get and a set. And then of course we need a variance for it. There we go. And I have an error here. It's because I forgot that. And until we actually sit down and start making our classes now, I think this is about it for all of our interfaces, at least for our base spell types. So thanks for watching again, and don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you liked it. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Faces in C#. And I don't really want to spend a lot of time in the actual tutorial itself explaining how to make an interface, why an interface, the benefits of an interface. And I can go ahead and actually make a tutorial. Put it on there. Just upload.
I told you to make it wider.
Just about the name of the application.